It's time for new experiences. It's time to expand horizons. Africa. Algeria.
From Béjaïa, which is a very beautiful city, but now I live in Algiers. The idea to become a couchsurfer was born when I was in Zanzibar in 2018. I met one Algerian guy in Doha airport, so we discussed a lot, and he told me about this application. And after that, until 2022, that I decided to download the application and start to work with it.
The first time I was in Couchsurfing, I have installed the app. It was back in 2017. Yes, when I was studying and working in France. I wanted to plan a trip with my friends, and we went to Malta. And when we went to Malta, we didn't know about the locations where we were going to be hosted. We weren't sure if we wanted to go to a hotel, to go for an Airbnb or something like that. Basically, we're like, why not meet locals and just install the Couchsurfing app? So basically, I have installed it for the first time. And my friend Mariana from Brazil, she has installed it also. And you know, when you install for Couchsurfing, and when you're not verified, you only have like 10 requests to send. So basically, I sent my 10 requests, and Mariana did as well. For me, I never got like an acceptation for all of my requests, but Mariana like got 10 acceptations, like all her requests got accepted. But I was like, well, at least like there was a girl in the group, you know what I mean? And everybody accepted her, so yeah, so this was like literally my first time on Couchsurfing. Traveling is not only about going to that country and just like, oh, I visited that country, I've been there. It's also about like enjoying the country, like embracing it, embrace its culture, like how people live, meet people.
I was received by some couchsurfers, but here in Algeria. In abroad, I didn't been hosted, but I met a lot of couchsurfers last holidays when I was especially in Marseille. I think I met the best couchsurfer, which is Tunisian. Go Majid, hello. I really appreciate the person. We didn't know each other, but we spent the 3 last days together. So it was amazing, and I thank God to meet them.
I have been hosting couchsurfers in my house only when my family is not around. I live with my family, and it's a culture in Algeria. Like before like getting married, you stay with your family. Even if you are an adult, like even if I have 30 years old, 40 years old, or 50 years old, as long as I didn't get married yet, you stay with your family. So till now, I've been able to host like 3 couchsurfers at a time, at once. There was a guy from Tunisia and 2 guys from Algeria, so there were 3 at once. And like for everything, I would say that I've hosted like around 14 people, I guess.
Avant le circuit,
My mother is a woman, so she has chosen to wear hijab. At home, she can take it off. And like when there is a stranger, she should wear it when the stranger is home. As like Muslim families, Algerians are one of the most like conservative families. And there is this thing about Algerian families, it makes us who we are in a way. Like when you get to your house and like to your family, it's like it's all intimate. You can be who you are and you can do whatever you want within the house, within the respect of your parents in a way. And you want to do like everything without disturbing them or without annoying them. So that's one of the main reasons why like I am not able to host, like either it's a man or woman.
I'm not living alone, but I can host at maximum two persons. So I don't have problems to host people, and my roommate or apartmate doesn't have problem. So I can host people. If I host a couchsurfer, the main objective is to show them where I live, the potential of my city, how we live, where do we live, to introduce to our life, to our city, the beautiful of our country.
Bien sûr, bien sûr.
It's 2.7 million kilometers squared of a country. Right now it's the biggest country of Africa. It used to be Sudan before it got split into two countries, but right now Algeria is the biggest country of Africa. Algerian people are so diverse, like from all over the cities and all over the country. You can be whoever you want. Algerians are like so like respectful, they're so cheerful. They accept like people, especially when they see tourists and foreigners, like we would welcome them and like help them get their experience better. I would show them like around Algiers Center, to Notre Dame d'Afrique. To the botanical garden of El Hamma.
When here in Algiers, you can eat street food like Grand Teta, Hajib, pizza carré, which is Algerian pizza, kibda msharmla, of course, sandwich. And to the gastronomy, we have rishta. We have mtouam, which is very delicious.
From Algiers to the west, to the east, which is like so different. You go to the south, you find like some other kind of food. You can find like some great soups, such as shorba, such as jerry, fish soups, vegetable soups. You can find like so many food that is made from pasta, such as trida, such as churchucha, such as rishta. There are a lot of desserts also, baklava, there are like maqaboud, chabak al-avian, like a lot of food. So if you come to Algeria, you will never get bored.
I was approached by a Couchsurfer about the visa in Algeria. Algerian visa is a little difficult to obtain, but when you have all the documents, you can have it.
I know a lot of people who want to come to Algiers, and getting the visa is getting like so complicated. Actually, it's true that the government makes like strict restrictions for visa applicants. During the 90s, there was like the dark decades in Algeria, and there are like terrorism in Algeria. This is why like Algerian like visa gets like even more complicated to get. But like nowadays, like from after COVID, they are making it like easier for people, and we are actually seeing it because couchsurfing during the COVID period and like a bit after the COVID period was like literally like almost dead. Not so many foreigners were like visiting the country, but like from, would I say from June till now, I can see a lot of like foreigner couchsurfers coming like to Algeria.
The perfect day for a foreigner is to go to the Casbah.
It's a small city, like constructed all of it on a hill.
When you go to the Casbah, you will live the moment and you will live the past, especially when you are guided. With a guide, he will talk about the history of the monuments, the significations of the symbols in the buildings. So the perfect day to spend with a couchsurfer, a foreigner, it's to go to the Casbah.
A perfect day would be like wake up in the morning, have breakfast with my family, then leave, meet my friends, go for a whole day in the beach, spend the whole day on the beach, have like lunch on the beach, then we leave the beach after sunset.
So high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you.
I'm scared of water.
Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world that keeps the sky in your mind.
وشحال السنين مازال تخلي يا الغايب في بلادنا شحال تعيامك جري فيك وعد القدرة والناس مالو انت ما تدري يا رايح وين مسافر تروح تعيا وتولي.
Fun for Algerians is being close to each other, like support each other. This is like for us like real friendship. Sometimes you don't even need like to go somewhere or do like some special activity. Like my friends and I sometimes just meet, like have a cup of tea and walk around the Bay of Algiers and have like a lot of discussions for like 2-3 hours or even more.
I used to go to karaoke because I love singing. I discovered it years ago. I go to karaoke. Sometimes I do horse riding. Go to the beach. Sometimes in the restaurant. And last weekend I was in a party in a rooftop.
There are like clubs for people who do like clubs. There are like bars for people who do like to drink alcohol or something. even if that's not like literally the culture of our country as a Muslim country, but like some people can go there and no judgment in there. Everyone is like free to do whatever they want.
Goodbye, dear Algeria. I am now going to the desert.
Are you excited to go to Garda too?
Yes, I'm so excited.
I
I
can understand.
I don't know what to expect, but that is.
This is the beauty of the trip.
Yeah. I have experience from this city,
Yes,
but
but when you will be in Garda, it will be another
experience.
another experience, another energy,
Yeah.
another expectation too.
Yeah. Like a life.
Yeah.
Everything is always in
I really like.
changes.
I really like the way they live. They have their own, how to say, their own gesture. How to manage the life. How to manage, yes. It's a tribute life. They have the head chief of the tribute. And what else? I hope if you work with a local Mezabit, they will show you the hidden places.
Yeah, that's the point.
How to manage the water. It's wonderful, really. I saw it in internet, but it's not easy to see. You have to be. You have to have privilege to be a local. Yeah.
It was a morning in Garda, in the market square, where I met my friend. He's my classmate at university. He was with a traveler, so I told them to join me at my home for having lunch. So he accepted my invitation, and he brought that foreigner with him to my home. So we shared the lunch together. And from that occasion, they introduced me to couchsurfing, and it was in 2017. Then I created the account, and they wrote the first references for me. Here in Garda, we are kind of a reserved community, a kind of closed community, but positively. I live with my big family. It contains my father, my mother, and let's say 8 siblings. Also, every day, one of my aunts come and one of my uncle enter our houses, so it's kind of a busy house. And still we host people, especially foreigners. Until now, I've hosted, let's say, 10 couchsurfers from different parts of the world, from USA, UK, Poland, Germany, Austria, and other parts of the world. We give them kind of separated dining room, let's say, full of furniture and all appliances and stuff, so they can feel comfortable at our houses. And we offer them all what they need from, let's say, food, kind of, we sit with them, we share our traditions, our stories, we invite our brothers, sisters, especially the small ones. In the evening, we share tea and we go out to see the, let's say, the main sightseeing in Garda. Tourism here in Algeria is not strong and it's not, let's say, flourishing because of many reasons. If we compare Algeria to Morocco and Tunisia, we find that Algeria's economy is based on oil and petrol. That's why we don't rely on tourism, let's say, if we compare it to Morocco. When the travelers come to my city, I show them all around the city, and sometimes I take the travelers to my school where they teach English with me. We go around Garda, we visit, let's say, museums, old cities, oases, irrigation system. Of course, we have lunch together, and I like people in Garda because they are spontaneous and they don't have kind of racism because they rarely see tourists here, so they welcome them and they don't ask them for money if they saw them buying stuff or fruit in the vegetable market. We have really rich cuisine. Here in Garda we have magluga, we have different types of couscous and also some kind of tagines. And even for the vegetarians, we still have food and some stuff of, let's say, dishes. After the pandemic and the financial crisis and the inflation, the government started to encourage tourism in Algeria, and it's making it or lightening the visa document, and it created kind of a visa directly to the south of Algeria, which is the Sahara, the desert. You can, I think, get the visa in your arrival. The government issue doesn't mean that we are not hospitable. We are hospitable because we are spontaneous. If we compare it to, let's say, other touristic countries, people get sick of tourists and travelers. They don't be kind with them some of the times. But here in Algeria, in all the cases, we love the tourists and we try to give them help. Yeah. I like hosting people, but I host only males because of our culture and our religion here, which insist on following our cultural rules and our Islamic rules.
It's little difficult for a man in Algeria to host a woman because sometimes traditionals and sometimes neighborhood.
I never brought a woman to the house, just like to be respectful to the neighbors and like to respect the boundaries between my neighbors and I wouldn't like host a woman, and especially like to be respectful to my parents, and also like in our religion in Islam, like I cannot like bring a woman to the house as long as I'm not married with that woman.
I do host males or even a couple if they are really respectful. But for women alone, we do not do that often here due to our social system and our religion as well. But still, we recommend them good hotels where they can find their comfort there. And we take them all around Garda as well. So it's not kind of racism or stuff. It's just it's our rules here. There are many female couchsurfers in Algeria, especially the big cities like Algiers, Oran, Constantine, and even in Garda you can find female hosts. We can recommend, let's say, women which are interested in hosting female couch surfers or foreigners. They can do that because we have educated, let's say, women here, which they know English and French, so they can do that easily. Yeah.
I know a girl which is my sister's friend, which is used to use couch surfing, and I met a girl too in a hangout. So there is couch surfers in Algeria.
Foreigners, when they come to Garda, they wonder what's our fun here in Garda, because they find that we have busy schedule and we are kind of restricted to our families. We live with our families and we don't go out a lot with our friends, but still we have in our oasis kind of swimming pool in summers where we enjoy our summers swimming. We have friend gathering, not in cafes, but we share, let's say, our houses, because generally here in Garda we have two houses, winter house and summer house, and one of them is basically open or free, so we invite each other in our houses and drink tea and do different activities.
I usually go and meet friends during the weekends, like by day or by night, and we go around. We even go to the beach or go to cinemas or just like meet for restaurants or have fun like at someone's house or something like that.
I used to take an excursion, so to visit, to take a bus and with the agency and go to see other cities or do hiking, kayak too. There is a lot of things to do.
Algeria is really hospitable and its people are very kind. If we try to understand it, their mindset, why they do that, mainly because we have mainly good living condition where we can save money, and that money we like to help people.
For us as an Algerian people, we do actually value so much hospitality, even if it's like with foreigner peoples or even with Algerian people, like among us. We are like so helpful to each other, and you can feel it like throughout the different Eids and religious days in the country. They are like the small Eid, Eid al-Fitr or Eid al-Adha.
What you see in the media that Algeria is insecure, the Algerians are awful, not hospitable, but you have to live the moment. You can ask other travelers who came to Algeria, when they came here, their family or friends, why did you go to Algeria? It's insecure, the Algerians are wild. And after that, they prove that what we heard in social media or in media in general, it's wrong.
In Algeria, we do value a lot, like sharing with people. We either share food with our neighbors, we share food with the people who are homeless. We also do share like money and a lot of things. It's not only in our religion, but it's also in our values as an Algerian people. If we just know about like a family that's around us that are homeless or that they are poor, like everybody would collect like amounts of money or food or anything and would help them the way they can help.
We feel happy when we do that because we used to see our parents, our brothers and our mothers do that. And here they see, let's say, the best people are those who give money, give charity. So we all believe in that. We live kind of connected and linked to each other. And we don't have a friend with benefits. We all share stuff, call each other, befriend without any conditions. But for Westerners, they have kind of high standards when it comes to friendship and relationships. I noticed that if you are rich or if you are beautiful or handsome, people get interested in you, and if not, if you are kind of less fortunate, people would neglect you too easily because of the high standards they live in. They live in kind of luxury and modernity. But here we live in simplicity, which makes us rely or emphasize on our relationships more than money and luxury life.
In Algeria, for example, when you see like neighbors, everybody in the city knows each other's, and when you go like to a Western country like UK, France, or anywhere else, neighbors they don't know each other at all. So maybe like each one is living his life, his own life. And there is also a point about family. Algerian family is like so melted and consolidated into each other, which means that it's like a chain that never breaks. Sons, mothers, and fathers, like they always stay and remain as close to each other's. While on the other countries, when I've been living in France, for example, I've been seeing like parents living away from their children. Like as soon as they get like 18 years old, they just leave the house and make their life for their own.
The Algerian experience showed me how important hosting is. It's time for the next step.
I was in States in 2016 with my friend, and we had to find like accommodation, and then my friend recommended me for couchsurfing, and then I just typed on the website, and then I found a host in Hawaii. Before I was scared to go couchsurfing because I thought I will go to some place that I don't even know who's there and I don't know people. But then like you have to have this leap of faith and like to also read the review. And then you just like experience that one time. And then after that you become braver and then you just like keep going and do the stuff like this, yeah. Couchsurfing is best experience if you want to travel cheap, if you want to meet new people, if you want to be connected with some local and who can show you like local community. It's so much different when you go like touristically with some agency, and this is like all up to you, who you want to stay with, who you want to connect with. You can also choose the interests, what you like, and connect with people that are similar to you. I've been in Hawaii with couchsurfing, then States, in Las Vegas, then in San Francisco, New York, then also in Sweden, Morocco, Azores Islands, and Spain, and Portugal. I've been hosted both by men and women, but mostly I've been hosted by men. Never had a bad experience. All my experiences were like really okay, everything was good. I hosted twice, once when I was living in dorm. Actually, I don't know if that's also like legal. It's really small room. So then I remember my roommate. She was sleeping in one bed, Couchsurfer was sleeping on the other, and I went to my friend's room, so I stayed there. And yeah, it was really small, but when people are really like, a lot of people on Couchsurfing are really like easygoing and they don't require much, so it's always like, it was always good experience. For the next Couchsurfing trip, I would like to go to Spain. For the last couple of years, I have this vision that I have to go to Spain.
The next trip, I hope to go to Machu Picchu. I feel that I have to do it. And I have to be there in the Machu Picchu city, in the summit of the mountain.
I would like to have a tour in Europe. I'd like to go to Asia, to Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia. And of course, if I go further, I'd like to go to Latin America.
Brazil, for example, is a country that I really want to visit because, like, it's true that some parts of it have been modernized, but like people in there are still authentic and true to themselves.
One of my very lovely and nice experience was when I was in Hawaii with my friend Lucia, and we were there like for a week. And we stayed at one guy who is from Hawaii, and then he took us to the jungle, and there we were talking. Oh, we need some accommodation for like next when we go from Hawaii to San Francisco. We need some accommodation, and there were like brother and sister who were walking behind us in the jungle, and then we started talking with them, and we told them about like San Francisco, that we don't have any accommodation, and they told us, oh, like we have a grandma in San Jose that is really close to San Francisco, and maybe you can stay with her. So he contacted her, his grandma, and she said, yeah, just come. And then we stayed with her for 3 days. And she was like really, really nice. And when we were leaving her place also, she said, girls, if you're going to Vegas, 5 years ago, I was there with my friends, and we didn't have time to go to Magic Mike. So she gave us, each of us, $100 to go to Magic Mike for her.
وتلاقي
وتلاقيت بشيخ وقال لي أصلك مين يا دراس؟